Welcome to another live stream watch-long reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Alajuelense versus CD Marathon in the CONCACAF Central American Cup Group Stage. Group B. The first matchup for the defending champions of this tournament. Alajuelense at home at Alejandro Moreno Soto Estadio, La Alajuela, Costa Rica. The Central American Cup, let's go. The defending champions looking to not fall to the champion's curse for the first time ever in either of the Central American or Caribbean Cups. Because guess what? Robin Hood did get eliminated in the CFU Club Shield, so Robin Hood will not be able to defend their title in the Caribbean Cup. We know that by now. So that Champ's Curse has been hit. So there's already, doesn't even go into the tournament before Champion's Curse happens. That sucks. With that being said, Alajuelense trying to not be hit with the Champion's Curse for the first time in Central American Cup CONCACAF League history. If they win this game, they'll top the group after the first match round. Alajuelense contra CD Marathon en la Copa Centroamericana de la CONCACAF. Fase de grupos, Grupo B. Grupo B. Teams are about to walk out. We're getting ready to go. Defending champions versus a team returning to CONCACAF competition. First time since 2021 in this year's Central American Cup. The last CONCACAF time Marathon play was against the Portland Timbers. I think that is correct. Yes, it was against the Portland Timbers. I don't think they made the CONCACAF League that next one in 21. They didn't, of course, make the Champs League in 22. 22 CONCACAF League did not make the Central American Cup last year. So, yeah, the last time they played a CONCACAF tie was against the Portland Timbers. Now they are playing Alajuelense. Starting 11s are as follows. For Alajuelense in goal, we got Leonel Moreira. The back four. The back four of Fernando Piñar, Mandrecker James, Canadian, Alexi Gamboa, Ian Lawrence. The midfield four of Anderson Cardoso, Celso Borges, Larry Angulo, Diego Campos, and the front two of Iago Falque, and Alberto Toril. For Marathon in goal, we have Cesar Samudio. The back four, it is a back four, of Kenny Bodden, Felix Cristanto, Javier Rivera, and Javier Arriaga. Not the one of Seattle. Different Javier Arriaga. Midfield four, Isaac Castillo, Francisco Martinez, Gerson Chavez, Alexi Vega, and the front two of Ivan Lopez and Juan Anangono. Yeah, he finally left Comunicaciones to go to Marathon. So, here we go. Teams getting ready to walk out. It's on Tubi. Yep, both games tonight are on Tubi, which I like that. So, they didn't change that. That's good. Both games are on Tubi tonight, so there you go. So let's see if the Champion's Curse takes effect. And also, later tonight, we'll see if Olympia are not suffering under the Champion's Curse, if they're back to their old selves. Because they got Champion's Cursed and got grouped last year. They're back, and they're playing tonight against a team who, well, it's a challenge. It's a team that you will find out if they're back playing Independiente de la Chorrera, which will be live for that, reviewing that one as well. We've got 3 streams and 2 reviews in the span of 14 hours on this channel. As we got this live stream, Alajuelense Marathon. We got Olympia Independiente live and review. Once that's up, I'll be back at 8 in the morning for Morocco versus USA. I'll try to take a nap in between. And then I'll probably sleep more after the football. But after the review's up. But And then, of course, the review for Morocco, USA over the next 14 hours. That's going to be a fun one. Nothing on Friday night. So you got an early one on Friday, and that's that. None on Friday night. Rick Westhead grinded up the axe pretty good on Herc's pod. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But teams are about to walk out. We'll be ready to go. Here we go. Marathon wearing white and green. No, maybe just white kits. But Alajuelense wearing their red and black stripes, as expected. As expected. The defending champions are back. And they're not wearing a special patch. That's weird. Wow, that's sad. They're not wearing a special champions patch. That's weird. Damn. I would have thought they were going to get a champions patch. So we won't see a champions patch in Caribbean or Central American Cup this fall. Because Robin Hood did not make the Central American or Caribbean Cup. No, it's Huddersfield. It's Huddersfield Town. But it's Umbro, which is also Alajuelense's kit provider, and it's red and black striped. This is normally the modus operandi when I do an Alajuelense game. And if I win that 3K gift card through League's Cup Bracket Challenge, it will not be. But I will definitely probably go buy Alajuelense kit with that little shopping spree. That seems like a smart play. And Olympia. The modus operandi. But yeah, I mean, that was the ad patch they had that one year. Turns out it wasn't even the Premier League Asian Cup patch. It's just an ad patch. Learned that one a bit late. So, starting 11 for Alajuelense, Moreira, Lawrence, Gamboa, Mandrecker, James Piñar, Angulo, Toril, Borges, Campos, Falque, Cardoso. We got winning tonight, Rapids or Portland? Portland. Josh Navarro's on the bench for Alajuelense. I got Portland winning tonight. Marathon's wearing a white kit with red trim and a green stripe. That's actually a pretty cool kit. I like. Oliver Vergara is the referee tonight. Bruna, Ordonez, Salgado, the fourth, and ARs. All right. Starting 11, we got Samudio in goal. The back four, Arriaga, Borden, Rivera, Crisanto, Castillo, Chavez, Martinez, Vega, Lopez, Anangono for Marathon. I'm not touching the box. I'm not touching the boxer thing. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Hall of Fame game about to start. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. especially not this early in the afternoon. Bye. Somebody's going to get pissed off no matter what I say. It's not worth talking about it. And besides, all I know is the headline, so. But somebody's going to get, no matter what I say, somebody's going to get pissed off. I ain't touching it with a 10-foot pole. One month till college football returns. Nice. Well, actually, state plays on August 31st. I won't be able to cover it, though, because Toronto plays DC like 2 hours later. Second half. The game has started over the top. That goes to Morera. Yeah, Alajuelense looks like they're about to be run ragged. But one minute in. And Marathon gets the ball back, going straight forward, giving away, picked it back up, but gave it back away. Yeah, Alajuelense looks, I think they've been smitten by the champion's curse. Colorado play against North Dakota State August 29. Oh, yeah, that's an easy win. I'm hammering the over. I'm going to hammer the over on that. North Dakota State's a good FCS school. Yeah, but they're playing freaking Deion Sanders and Colorado. And besides, Deion Sanders dominated the FCS and the HBCUs. Sure. Like he doesn't understand how freaking. And by the way, the only reason you never see North Dakota State play Jackson State or anybody in the HBCUs in the SWAC, you know why they don't? Because the SWAC season or the HBCU season overruns the playoffs in FCS. And they would not end their season, one, without a champion, and second of all, just to be in playoffs, like what, 3 weeks early or whatever. So really, the Celebration Bowl is basically it is the HBCU National Championship. Now, what I would find fair, since they're both FCS level, is the HBCU Celebration Bowl champion play the FCS champion. Then the winner's the true FCS champion. That's what they should do. And I think there's enough time to where they could do that, like right around the weekend before the main national championship. I think that's fair. Hell, do it New Year's weekend. I think that's possible. Do it. I guarantee you the HBCUs would wash the regular FCS teams, is my point. I guarantee you. The only reason we don't know that is because the way the season's run. That's the reason why we don't know that. But I guarantee you the HBCUs would wash the FCS schools. Facts. And that's why I think Deion Sanders in Colorado are going to hit the over against North Dakota State. Heard it here first. Because Deion Sanders runs Colorado like HBCU in the Power 5. It's just facts. So. It's weird that every soccer league, their Capital State team is the best team, but MLS, LA's the best team. Well, yeah, DC United sucks. So there's your. You got a point, but DC United sucks. Well, it gives you some rest to recharge and go again once the season comes back. It also gets Forsberg back without much more damage. And y'all could get your replacement for frickin' Frankie Amaya. Yes. No. Thinking of going pro in poker, but how do you do that though? I think you can walk into the World Series of Poker, as in there are qualifying events at different poker houses in the USA that lead into the World Series of Poker. So yeah, if you go to, or just casinos, but I'm sure if you look up like World Series of Poker amateur qualifying events, I don't know, maybe you've done that, but it seems to me that that's very possible that you could look up amateur qualifying events, semi-pro qualifying events for the World Series of Poker, and I'm sure there's one near you. Not just like one big, it is a big tournament, but it's not like one already set field. There's a lot of qualifiers, regional qualifiers to that tournament. And there's multiple tournaments that lead into that tournament. So from what I know about it, I know poker. What, you think I don't? Seventh minute. Man, what's Bracken? Cross in. Or if Pyrus and Crips all got along, they probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear 7th minute, 0-0, settle. Plays forward. Cross it. Alajuelense. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Damn it. Eighth minute. 0-0, settle. Playing forward. Marathon playing it around the back. That'll be played forward. You do boxing streams. I mean, it's possible that it happens at some point, but no. Going down is Piñar. Pulling his shirt over his face. Like, that's got to be a bad. Why are low-tier Liga MX teams winning League Cup games? Are the only ones trying? Well, I mean, the big boys haven't won. Maybe they are. Maybe the lower tier teams realize this is their chance to build something out of themselves. Maybe. I mean, it makes sense that, like, America's like, hey, we'll be in the CCL anyway. We're not worried about missing. I mean, they're in anyway. But teams like Chivas, it's like, we'll probably qualify through the table. We'll probably qualify through something else. We really don't have to worry about Leagues Cup. Now, the teams going into Leagues Cup where that's probably their last chance of qualifying for CCL through Mexican spots. Yeah, they're going to play harder. Because, I mean, I think there's always it'd be nice to be in CONCACAF Champions Cup type vibe. Carlos Martinez on for Piñar, 10 minutes in. Oh, yeah, he planted badly. Yeah, I don't see any movement in his knee, but he definitely planted horribly. Non-contact injury, I'm thinking. In that case, yeah. Hopefully nothing too bad, but yeah, that was definitely a non-contact. Either pulled something or tweaked something or could have torn some, but he's off in 10 minutes. Didn't see anything move in his knee or his leg that would indicate a torn ACL or a torn Achilles. I didn't see any of that. Do you have faith in CONCACAF teams next year's Club World Cup 2025? To a certain extent, yes. I do believe that some of the CONCACAF teams will have good tournaments. I mean, when there's a standard deviation of 5, I mean, some of them are going to play better than others. Now, the question is what that better is. Is that better getting out of the group? Is that better getting to the quarterfinals? There's a standard deviation here that but I mean, just by standard deviation, I mean, not all of them are going to get knocked out in the group stage. You go see where people get drawn. You have 5 CONCACAF teams with the host and then the 4 CCL winners. León, Monterrey, Pachuca, and Seattle. You have the MLS Cup champions or whatever the hell MLS chooses as their host team. Let's just say MLS Cup champions. Or if they do the Shield v MLS Cup winner as a qualifier. Over the top is Marathon. They have room to run. Shot over the bar. Oh, my. Alajuelense is being pushed. Well, who knows? It may be Miami. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But Don Garber didn't just openly say when they asked him at the All-Star game, he didn't just openly say, yeah, it's Miami no matter what. He said it may be the MLS Cup champion. It may be a Shield versus MLS Cup game. It would be funny if it's like whichever Miami wins, but you can't really do that. But if Miami wins one of the two and they choose to do, well, it doesn't seem like Al Nassr is in there. I think they said there's only 3 teams left to qualify. One of them's a CONMEBOL team. One of them's the MLS or one of them's the host team, and then I don't think it was Asian though. There's like 3 open spots. Because I think we already had the AFC Champions League winner, didn't we? Alain. Hold up. Let that roll. Probably, but I don't think they're going to make it, so. There it is. Okay. There's Club World Cup. Al Hilal, Urawa Red Diamonds, Al Ain, Ulsan Hyundai. Bears vs. Texans, preseason 0-6, 0-6, 8:45 in the first quarter. Bears vs. Texans. CJ Stroud play. Al-Ali, Wydad Casablanca, Esperance de Tunis, Mamelodi Sundowns are in (14th minute). So for Africa, Monterrey, Seattle, Leon, Pachuca. You have 2 CONMEBOL teams, and the host team are what they're waiting for to qualify, which would be this year's Copa winner in November and the CONMEBOL 4-year ranking, which that'll be defined on November 30th. See Cristiano Ronaldo coming to MLS? No. But so far in CONMEBOL, the 4 to 6 that we know of is Palmeiras, Flamengo, Fluminense, River Plate. And who's left in the Libertadores as we speak? Group stages are finished. Fluminense, Colo-Colo, Sao Paulo Tigres, the strongest Grêmio, Junior Botafogo, Bolivar, Flamengo, Palmeiras, San Lorenzo. Well, Fluminense finished top of their group. They suck right now? That makes no sense. Palmeiras, San Lorenzo, Atlético Mineiro, Peñarol, River Plate, Nacional. So the round of 16 draw has 16:09, 0-0, 0-0. The round of 16 draw at San Lorenzo play Atlético Mineiro. So Argentinian or Brazilian goes into the quarterfinals to play a Brazilian team in Grêmio or Fluminense in the quarterfinals. Colo-Colo and Junior play, so Chile or Colombia play to face a Argentinian team in Tigres or River Plate in the quarters. Nacional versus Sao Paulo, Uruguayan or Brazilian team face off to play a Brazilian team in the quarterfinals, which would either be Botafogo and Palmeiras. Flamengo and Bolivar will play the winner. The winner of that tie will play the winner of Peñarol and the strongest in the quarterfinals. Of course, we have Flamengo, Palmeiras, and Fluminense, who already qualified for the Club World Cup. So if those teams qualify, I think the 2024 would go to ranking, and the TBD ranking would still be ranking. So 2 and 3, possibly, if one of those 3 teams win. But Palmeiras, Fluminense, Flamengo, they all could go to the quarterfinals, and it's also possible that in the semifinals, one of them could knock each other out, and Fluminense could still inch their way to a final. 17th minute, cleared away by Marathon. So it's a 3 out of 16 shot that a team who's already won it wins it this year in CONMEBOL and leads to the ranking go to 2nd and 3rd. Now, question is do those ranked teams... And then you also have River Plate, that if they win, that ranking spot will be abdicated. They would be given the Libertadores spot. So it would still be 2 and 3 on the ranking. So they'd move up a spot if they were to win. So it's a 4 out of 16 chance when it comes to South America that a team who's already qualified for the Club World Cup wins the Libertadores. That's a 1/4 shot. As of now, that's a 1/4 shot. That's not a bad bet to take. 19th minute. It's not a bad bet to take that would happen. I mean, and who else do we have? So we saying basically, and then you got River Plate, Palmeiras, Flamengo. 3 of the most likely teams to win this tournament are all Well, I wouldn't say all, but 2 of them are in the same bracket. Sao Paulo, we'll see what happens with them. Nacional, I don't think they're winning this tournament. Botafogo, I really don't see it. Bolivar, hell no. Peñarol, definitely not. Well, not definitely not, but I still don't see it. The strongest, I don't see it. San Lorenzo, Atletico Mineiro, more likely I'd see Mineiro winning. Grêmio probably beats Fluminense with how bad Fluminense is. Colo-Colo and Junior, I don't think they have a chance. One of them wins and then gets knocked out in the quarterfinals against Tajeres or River Plate. If it's River Plate, then they're in the semifinals. So basically, very likely that a team who's already in the Club World Cup wins the Copa Libertadores. Then you got to look at the CONMEBOL ranking and say, okay, so who's the 2 teams who haven't? Who's the 2 teams who haven't? Here we go. Here is the CONMEBOL ranking. So the top 2 teams in the ranking that aren't River Plate are Boca Juniors and Olimpia of Paraguay. So they could make it. Now, these active teams that are under them still could win the Copa. If River Plate wins the Copa, it ends up, or any of the other teams who've already won it, Boca and Olimpia both make the Club World Cup of Paraguay. If River Plate wins, they both make it. If anybody other than River Plate, Fluminense, Flamengo, or Palmeiras win, only Boca makes it. And the team who wins the Copa makes it. Header. Viva Alajuelense, says Austin. Saludos. 0-0, 0-0 esta noche. Alajuelense don't look too great, I gotta say. They don't look too good in this game. I'm not saying Marathon's better, but Alajuelense look like they're going to make some dumb mistake. It looks like they're going to make some dumb, brainless mistake that only champions curse mistakes happen. It's going to be one of those things. Auckland City's the only team from OFC in the Club World Cup. Chelsea, Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, PSG, Inter Milan, Porto, Benfica, Borussia Dortmund, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Red Bull Salzburg. All are in the Club World Cup. And then we got the MLS, or the CONCACAF host team. Could be MLS champion, could be, we don't know. So there's that. Marathon, they're finding their way around this game, but they're not the better team. But certainly Alajuelense look champions cursed. They look stunned. They don't look like the Alajuelense who won the tournament last year. What is with this? Is it like the thought of having a target on your back? They just play you harder because you have a target on your back? Marathon. Still on the ball. How are we doing, Risk Lander? Over the bar. Goal kick for Alajuelense. Like, watching this game is just, you look at it and you're like, huh, interesting. It's like you look at it, you're like, damn, that's totally, that's some. Cross in, header. Ooh. Cross in. Saved. Saved by Moreira. Playing forward. Oh, bad giveaway. That's out for a corner, though, because it took a touch off a Marathon player. 25th minute. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. 25 minutes in. Corner for Alajuelense. If this game ends up in a draw as it's sitting right now, we'll have a 4-way tie for first place in this group after the end of the match week. Plays back. Still with Alajuelense. Chips it back. Cross into the box. Header. Over the top. Brought down. That'll be a goal kick. 0-0. Esta noche, 0-0 of the first 2 games we're covering tonight. Oh! Yeah, that's going to be a free kick, goal kick the other way. That's a... Larion Girault tries to get in there to get the ball, and it just wasn't. I mean, that was more of a kamikaze mission than trying to get the ball, but okay. Not the smartest play, but do you? Not the smartest play, but do you? Not the smartest play, but do you? I haven't seen much of his content. .27th minute. 0-0, 0-0. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. Headed down. Oh! Alajuelense just... I don't like how they're looking right now. Plays forward. Corner. Nope. Or not to the corner, but it is to the corner. Nice. Sounds like a good time. .28th minute. 0-0, 0-0. Alajuelense look a bit shaky right now. Not saying Marathon look like the better team, but Alajuelense look like Champions Curse is in their brain. Like they're afraid to screw up, but that's making them screw up even more. You know that like feeling where you're afraid to screw up, but you screw up even more because you're afraid to screw up? Yeah, that's them right now. Why can't Neon win on anything? He just can't. Cross in, play down, shot, save, rebound, goal, goal, goal! De Marathon! Goal! Esmeraldas! Of course, it's Mandrecker James who gives it away. Gol de Marathon! 0-1. There it is. Alajuelense. Gives away the goal. And Marathon has the lead. And frankly, I think they deserve it. They were the more calmer team. Cross in, touchdown, and in. 2 rebounds, and it took 2 rebounds and a fall to another forward to be tapped in. It's number 3, and that goal is for Kenny Bodden. Kenny Bodden has the goal. Do you like Keemstar? I mean, Keemstar sometimes is on the right. His heart's in the right place. Sometimes, Kenny Bodden, 29th minute goal, 0-1, cero uno. Sometimes his heart's in the right place. Sometimes it's not. I think more recently it's definitely been in the right place more often than not. Of course, earlier in his career, it definitely wasn't. But he was. Keemstar was a bully back in the day. Like 10 to 12 years ago, maybe even 8. But I do think he's mellowed out, so to speak. Cross in. He's just a garden variety drama channel. I think it's better 99% of the time. Now, back 10 years ago, yeah, you're right. 12 years ago, you're right. Shot blocked away. But again, I think, your reputation precedes you, so probably that's why. Didn't he go after Adam 22? That was definitely heart in the right place. Then he's going after Shadman. Definitely heart's in the right place there. 33rd minute. Marathon has the lead over Alajuelense. No, I think he's just as immature as them. I just think he's Teflon somehow. Like, Neon and Jack Doherty are not Teflon. Like, people will give them shit. Like, they're still around. But I think they really don't care. I Show Speed is Teflon for some reason. I don't know why he is. I Show Speed. Dude, you don't remember the time he was being a casual racist at the World Cup? The time he was a crypto grifter? The many times doesn't get himself in trouble? You don't remember? See, because he's Teflon. Of course you don't remember. Of course you don't remember. Oh, by the way, his biggest fan base is football fans, and he's Teflon. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And good for him, but I don't get it. Good for him. I don't get it. Dude's had like 30 scandals, and it's always like, oh, he's so young. Just memory hold. Don't get it. Drama alert. I was given the Cliff Notes version, but he also did that. '35th minute. I feel like the reason I show speed is Teflon is he's not putting his true self on camera. He's turned up the dial to like 20. Like he's a total character. I think that's his saving grace. 35th minute. I'm thinking. But 35th minute. $36th minute. Corner for Alajuelense. Still 0-1 Marathon. I can't believe we're seeing this. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. Oh, Lord, the Champions Curse is a thing. Why is it a thing? You can't beat the Champions Curse. Cross in. Header. Nobody's there. Couldn't get to it. Tried to. Couldn't get to it. Cross in. Header. Saved. Saved by Samudio. $37th minute. Hit that like button, get this one going. Still 0-1. Which stadium do you think it should be for the 2026 World Cup final? Well, that's, for me, Azteca or BBVA. But it's going to be MetLife. They said it's going to be the Dreadlands. Because it ain't going to be LA. Or no, was it? Or is it Jerry World? Is it? Either way, shouldn't be either of those. I think it should be Azteca or BBVA. Those should be the finals. That's where the final should be. Ain't no stadiums as amazing as those. And those are actually soccer-specific, football-specific stadiums. It should be Azteca or Estadio BBVA. Of course, they won't put the final in Mexico, but I don't care. They should. If it's a united bid, they should, especially with the fact that those are the two best soccer-specific stadiums in the tournament. It should not be Jerry World. It should not be the Dreadlands. It won't be SoFi. It won't be the Rose Bowl. But it's going to be Jerry World or the Dreadlands. So, 39th minute. I don't like it, but that's just the way it is. Playing forward is Marathon. It's the USA's second time hosting. Yep. Hosted in 84. Cross in, blocked away. And I think 2 years later, the USA is going to host the Olympics. Just like how Brazil hosted the World Cup in 2014 and then hosted the Olympics in Rio in 2016. Based on Brazil, how Brazil's playing, they might not qualify. I think they'll even out the way they're playing under. Well, I don't know. Dorival might just lose the locker room. Who knows? Look into it. But the U.S. will host the World Cup and then they'll host the Olympics 2 years later. Cross in, header, punched away. Shot, blocked. Alajuelense looking for a goal. What happened to the Pontiac Silverdome? Demolished. It got demolished. They moved to Ford Field, the Lions, and they demolished the Silverdome. That was like 26 years ago. Cross in. Header, plays down, cleared. The Silverdome, brother. Excuse me. "41 minutes down, 46 to go." Well, now 42. No, that's bad math. First half's about to end with a monotone lead. Crazily enough. I know, I'm shocked too. I know, I'm shocked too. Playing forward. Plays through. Ooh, missed the run. Like, I'm shocked too, to be totally honest. Keep wondering what their mascot's going to be. Who? What mascot? Playing forward, 44th minute. World Cup 2026. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, well, you can't do that considering it's U.S., Canada, Mexico. Some probably anthropomorphic flower type thing. Or plant. That, like, brings together all three countries. Or some Frankenstein bald eagle. Canadian geese and I don't know. Yes, I'm voting this year. Yes. I always vote. Every time there's a vote, I vote. I do not vote. 45th minute. Like Poland and Ukraine Euros. Maybe. 55th minute. But I will be voting, and I voted during the primaries in April. Shot. Goal. 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 Alajuelense ties it up right before the half. There it is. They've been putting on the pressure since the goal. And they finally get theirs. Anderson Cardoso scores a low laser. Finds the back of the net with 2 minutes to go. In stoppage time in the first half. What a goal. They needed that. They needed that. What a goal. 1-1. 1-1. Crossed in. Finds it low and just slots it home. Ain't nothing to complain about there. Tie game. The champions fight back. Boom. Better than Olympia last year. I think they lost their first game, didn't they? Last year. Yeah. Could be worse. Could be very worse. Anderson Cardoso, 45th minute. 1 minute to go before halftime. 1 minute to go before the half. Less than half. Less than a minute. Yep. Silverdome was where part of WrestleMania 3 was held. Or was it? No, actually, it was all of it. Playing forward, 10 seconds. How we doing, Rory? How come Roman Reigns never got a reaction like this when he was a babyface? People actually want to see him. Because nobody wanted to see him as a babyface. That's what it is. Nobody wanted to see him as a babyface. Nobody. 1-1 at the half. Cardoso scores right before stoppage time to make sure Alajuelense ties it up going into the second 45. But Marathon got one in the 30th minute. A very big defensive sleep moment for Alajuelense. But a 1-1 draw, fair. I think it's fair. Roman's a babyface right now. Maybe, as in they sort of had to turn him because the rest of the bloodline turned heel. But see, people want to see him as the bloodline character anyway. But he had to be a heel for 4 years so people could figure that out. But the way he is now is probably the way he should have been as a face anyway. Vince tried to make him into John Cena 2.0, which just would have never worked. And I think Roman had to get better with his acting anyway, but type part of it. But with that being said, take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight, 1-1 at the half. 1-1. Esta noche miro tiempo. We'll find out, though. Sit tight, I'll be back. We're back for the stats of the half. We got 6 shots to 4, 5 shots on goal to 3, 1 assist to 0, 4 steals to 3, 7 fouls to 2, 61% possession at 39% possession, 0 offside to 2, 4 corners to 4, 183 correct pass to 100, 40 incorrect pass to 24, passes overall 223 to 124, 82% pass accuracy to 81. No cards on either side, yellow or red. It's 1-1 at the half. 1-1 esta noche, miro tiempo. For me, I believe that Alajuelense were playing scared to make a mistake. And I think that's what led them to get scored on first. They made a lot more mistakes in the first half until the goal because they were afraid of making mistakes and afraid of being hit with the champion's curse. They sort of shot themselves in the foot. I'm not saying they have the champion's curse. Well, that remains to be seen. To me, having the champion's curse means you don't repeat, but there's different types of it. You either make the final and just lose the final, which is probably the more honorable version. And then there's what Olympia did last year, getting grouped. That's the dishonorable version. And if you finally are a champion to repeat, good for you. It's never happened in Central American Cup, CONCACAF League, or Caribbean Cup history. So, but Alajuelense looked like they were about to be another victim of the champion's curse and maybe the dishonorable version instead of just the honorable version that I'd predicted for them during the predictions. But they were so afraid that they shot themselves in the foot, which led to them getting scored on. But once that happened, they woke up and they're like, wait, but we have more possession. We have more passes. We have more not more quality on the ball, but on paper we do. We could turn this game around. And they did. And they did. They scored their goal. They did. They scored their goal. They tied it up. They got it to a draw before the second half. Let's see what happens in the next 45 is pretty much how I feel about it. But Alajuelense on paper is the better team. The way it looks, not so sure. James Curse looked like it was about to be a thing, though. But we'll find out. Looked like it was about to be a thing, which, what do you know, right? What do we all, what do you know? But we will see how this game turns out for the second 45. We'll see what happens. But back for the stats, or back for the second half. I mean, I heard that, but what do you want me to do with that information? What do you want me to do with that information? I don't know what. I hate it for both of them, to be honest, but I don't understand what you want me to do with that information. But I heard about it, so. We're waiting for the second half to start. Waiting for the second half to start. Second half about to start. Second half about to start. Here we go. 1-1. Here we go. Here we go. Second half started. Here we go. Back. Ball going backwards. Alajuelense trying to find a winner because if they do, they get the top of the group. Whoever wins this game will top the group going into match round 2. Alajuelense would prefer it be themselves. Now, if this game ends in a draw, Juarez is on for Alajuelense. Probably the right move. Everybody's drawn. It's a 4-way tie for first. The only reason it's not a 5-way tie is because the bye week, one of the teams have a bye week, and they're on 0 points. They have to play 4 straight weeks. So that's how this tournament works. 5 teams in 4 groups of 5. Every team has a bye week with 5 match rounds, if you remember. Huddersfield Town. But it has red and black stripes, so that's why I'm wearing it for Alajuelense. Probably a closer fit than, what's it called? Damn it. That SpongeBob jersey for Olympia or other teams that wear the color scheme. 46th minute. Free kick here for Alajuelense. It's all good. Cross in. Header. Oh, wide. You're all good. You're good, Goofy. You're good. .47th minute. Corner for Alajuelense. 1-1. Uno. Cross in. You shouldn't have been in there to begin with. Okay, Sean. He was an innocent who got put in. Who got jammed up for all the wrong reasons. Which that happens. It's not the first time, won't be the last. Just in general in the world. On this channel, that might have been the first time on this channel, but There's always times in the world where innocent gets jammed up for not deserving it, and they shouldn't be in the clink, but you'll learn that about the world. Well, hopefully personally you don't learn that about the world, but you'll learn in general, I'm sure. 48th minute. Third kit for Madrid or home kit for Barca? Madrid third. Madrid third. Cross in. Shot. Save by Samudio. But Alajuelense are pushing even harder now that they have the goal. They want to win this game. They want to make a statement. They want to make a statement. They want to get this win. They want to make a statement. '50th minute playing forward. The waves of the Jersey Shore are violent. There's not even a hurricane coming that way yet. Cross in. Now that hurricane that they're talking, the invest, it could be the hurricane that goes into the Florida Panhandle or the Big Bend area. That's going to come out into the Gulf Stream, and that might just affect New Jersey. So the waves might get worse. The waves might get worse over the next week. But that's not tropical related. The waves are not tropical related right now, but they might be in a week. 7 to 10 days. I always thought Sasha Banks have a kid by now. She's in her late 30s, but I think she's doing her now independent journey to be the best wrestler of all time. I think she's younger than late 30s. She's probably more like 32. I'm not saying she's in her 20s anymore, but sometimes women choose to have kids later. But they're more career focused and choose to have kids later if they ever do. That's their decision. But how we doing, Connor? I hated for Sasha and Makazi that it didn't work out for both of them. That man was batting way out of his league, but they knew each other for a long time. It's not going to hit the... So here's what's going to happen. It's still going to turn it. But here's what's going to happen. It looks more like it's going to go into the Gulf first, hit the Big Bend area or the Panhandle of Florida, then come off that, then go up the eastern seaboard. So you're not in the clear yet. Or it stays inland and goes into the Carolinas, but way weaker. But you're still going to get some effects in some way, shape, or form. It's not just going to die out over Florida. It may be a big rainmaker and stall out, but you're still going to get something, whether it goes back out to the Gulf Stream or just stays over land. So it's not going to be as bad as if it would have stayed coming in straight up and hugging the coast, but it could still... So you're not out of the realm of possibility yet if you look at the models, but I'm more worried about Florida right now, yes. Yes, I am. One, because I track storms. Second of all, special person in Florida, so I'm worried about them as well. And I'm worried about them as well. Makes me actually worry about how strong a storm is instead of being like, me being the weird meteorologist guy and be like, let's see how strong it gets. Like, yeah, it sucks to when you actually know somebody down there. It's like, do I really want this to get that strong? For the meteorological portion of it, when you can't think of anybody, it's different. Ariaga got a yellow card. I'm not saying I like to see destruction, but meteorologically, it's two different things. Like, I hate for the people who get hit by a storm in general. I feel bad for them, but it's a wonder to see how strong these storms can get, you know? It's hard to explain. I don't want to see. I just want to. It's a wonder to see how strong these storms get. But the fact that it's weird that I'm not even completely, oh, that's over the bar. It's like, you know what? Maybe I don't want this one to get that strong. You know, I've never had that feeling of, like, actually in my head of, maybe I don't want this one to get that strong, you know? That's different. So that's different. I always think about having a child and wife as a Belizean man. Most men my age already have children. I'm getting worried because my family's asking me why I'm single. Just pray to God to give me a wife and children. You can find true love. Um, I do believe there are people there. There are people in this world who do still believe in true love and true relationships and end game, so to speak, instead of just playing around. So you have to find somebody who loves you for you and you love them for them and who has a very beautiful soul. You have to look for the soul first, but if they're a very beautiful person with a very beautiful soul, you really got lucky. And I guarantee you it's somebody you, I won't guarantee that, but it wouldn't be shocking if it's somebody you knew for a long time and you never saw them that way. Maybe they did see you that way, you just didn't realize it. And you wish you did earlier, but that's neither here nor there either. That's neither here nor there either. Um, Patrick Kane is 35 and still playing hockey. He plays for Detroit. Well, I mean, that's good for him. Still a damn good player. But there's that 56-minute. So what's your Portland SK? You mean Colorado prediction? Portland beats Colorado. It's not Salt Lake City. That's RSL, by the way, but it's Colorado. Portland beats Colorado. Well, there you go. I mean, I've gotten Colorado and Salt Lake City, Real Salt Lake confused before. I mean, Colorado's not a bad team this year, but Portland's better. That's my feeling. That's my feeling. Are you streaming that game? No, because I'm doing Olympia versus Independiente after this. That's when that one starts too. So I think it's pretty obvious Portland win. That's why I'm not. But hey, Rory will give me his thoughts if he's still here. There's that. 58th minute. Speaking of, how did Olympia do last year? Central American Cup opener for them. I think they lost it, but I gotta check. Here we go. Olympia lost to Real Esteli, didn't it? Group stage. Here we go. Playing forward. 1-1, uno. That actually does sound pretty good. Cross in, header, or cleared away. Where are those results? Olympia drew Independiente to start. So if Alajuelense draws this game, that's the same thing Olympia did. So they're still not out of the problems yet. 59th minute. Then Olympia lost to Real Esteli. Then they had a week off. They beat CB Fas. They beat Shelahu. But Independiente, Real Esteli did not beat Independiente, and that's why Olympia got grouped. And that's why they got grouped. We're at home. I feel confident. Yes. Texans up 17-14 with 40 seconds left in the first half. Did CJ Stroud play or not? Is this all Davis Mills? All Davis Mills. But if we're talking about that, but back to the point is, I'm very worried about that Invest 97 right now. Making Providence Park a house of horrors again for everybody else. That's good. But I am very worried about Invest 97L and what it can become, because it sounds like it can bomb out and become a category 2 or 3 before it makes landfall. I don't like the sound of that, and the fact that it could hit the Big Bend area depending on where it turns of Florida. Panhandle, I would rather it hit the Panhandle proper. If I was able to steer it, I'd rather it hit the Panhandle if I had to steer it myself. But if it goes into the Big Bend area, I mean, then it could also run into Orlando if it goes into the Big Bend area. If it comes off and into the sea, it would come off into Orlando, so that's not good. Miami's okay, or will be okay. They'll probably get some rain, but that's either way. But Mongo is a warrior. I agree. All prayers to Mongo. Second half, but I am very worried about what Invest 97L could be, what it could turn into. I'm very worried, which, let's just say I've never said that line of words. Like, as a tropical weather enthusiast, expert, I've never said that line of words of I'm worried of what this can be. I've never said that. I've never said that. Like, I was more wild about how strong Hurricane Harvey got. I was more wild about how strong Dorian got. I was so on and so forth, right? I'm actually worried. I guess when somebody's face is in your head when you're thinking of that storm probably makes you worried instead of actually seeing somebody's face in your head when you're thinking about that storm. Probably actually makes you worried, or it does actually make you worried, but that's probably what it is. Free kick for Alajuelense. Laris last round. I hope he does well. I want him to get a goal. I want Laris Mabiola to get a goal. I want him to. Cross in. They take it short, blocked. Portland's a dangerous team. I agree. I feel like Portland can be a dark horse in the West. If it ain't an LA team, let's put it like this. I'm going to put it like this. If it ain't an LA team in MLS Cup this December, it's going to be Portland or Austin. It's either the LA teams, Portland or Austin, that's going to be an MLS Cup out of the West. I'm saying that right now. I'm calling it right now. It's one of the four. It's one of the four. Honestly, I like Portland over the Galaxy. I know that. Austin, I'm not sure, but they're in there. LAFC is the favorite. I think I have LAFC, Portland, Galaxy, Austin. I think that's the way I have it, of those top four of most likely to be at MLS Cup. I think Galaxy's third. I think Portland's second. I think LAFC's first, Austin fourth. But, I mean, if you get 2 wins against Mexican teams, I mean, I can't just sit here and say, hey, the last 10 games, it's going to go well. Like, if it doesn't go well for them in MLS after doing that, yeah, no. They're probably going to have a good rest of the season in MLS. You can't go and beat Pumas and Monterrey and not expect to have a good rest of your MLS season once you get back to that. So, in my opinion, at least. Got peanuts from Five Guys, Asian tenders, and a strawberry shake. That sounds good. So, like, when you say Asian tenders, are we talking about, like, chicken tenders covered in teriyaki sauce or played forward say by marathon? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Because, I mean, those do sound good. Sweet and sour teriyaki. Okay. I can get behind that. Strawberry shake. Is that Erewhon? Can't be. That sounds like something they would do, though. That's just LA, though, right? $66-minute. Scallions on it. That actually sounds pretty good, too. I could get behind that. I'd try it. Yeah, I thought that was just LA. $66-minute. Substitution for looks like Marathon substitution. With my new job, I might just be able to stop at LA next month and hit up Erewhon. Like, is it just a smoothie? Like, what I don't get, is it like some sort of boutique bodega type store? Or is it just a smoothie place? I'm not so sure. Like, is it some sort of bodega-ish type place, but like really high class? Castillo's on or off for Damon Ramirez. Marathon made a second sub as well. Like a high class bodega. Yeah, let's just over in LA. Let's put it like that. More expensive Whole Foods. Or yeah, you could just call it that. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, everything organic. Okay. And then they have like $40 seafood. And then they have like a highway robbery, $40 seafood. Shot, goal! Goal! Oh no, it went behind. Oh no, it went behind the net. Damn it, they got me. Our own Suarez puts it behind the net and just rings round the behind of it. Good shot, though. I thought he put it in. Ah, they got me. They got me. I've been got. I seen, but what a shot. Brings it up, puts it wide, but that was corner. It'll be a corner. $32 brisket, too. Yeah, no. Cross in. Header saved by Samudio. Oh! Just clattered and ran round. That's highway robbery. $32 brisket is highway robbery. Lawrence. Thoughts on Rock and Roman flying to Cleveland? Oh, so they're both coming back. Maybe a face-off? Okay, I can get behind that. 69th minute. I can get behind that. Header. Shot. Goal. 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 Goal de Alajuelense. Goal de la Liga. 2-1. They found their way back. And this was an actual goal. 2-1. They found their way back. Cross in, header, nobody marking him. And he puts it into the far post. And there's the leading goal. Campos. Adam Suarez with a cross. Campos nods it in. Can't do much better than that. Nobody covering him. And there is the champions who are back. The champions are back on top. Now, can they hold it on for the rest of the night? Champions curse. Not so fast. Not so fast, champions curse. 70th minute. Diego Campos in the 70th minute. 2-1, 2-1. I like the Chelsea away kit. That's Real Madrid's away kit, Chelsea away kit. Yeah, I would say it's one of those two. I think Chelsea's away kit, Real Madrid's away kit are the best. Home kit wise, home kit wise, I don't. No, it's not Cities. Man City home kit is excellent. I don't think so. I like Liverpool's. I like Liverpool's home kit. It sort of reminds me of the 2019-20 jersey. I like Liverpool's home kit. I really do. Cross in. Could this be 3? No, it will not. Goal kick. I said I didn't like Chelsea's new home. I said their away kit was the one that I like. I love the Chelsea away kit. That is beautiful. The home kit is ugly. But like the white, blue, and red on the away kit, that's awesome. Chelsea's away kit is amazing. If they can find a way to wear that more times than not, I like it. I'm down with that because it's awesome. I will buy that away kit. I will buy that Chelsea away kit. Plus on the Will Ospreay kit. Sort of looks like Italy's green kit from a couple of years ago. I feel like you ripped that one off. Madrid orange kit ain't looking so bad now. That's also a beautiful kit. The home kits haven't really wowed me. Really. The away kits are what wowing me this year. City's home kit isn't bad, but I think it's just a little bit too much. Chelsea's home kit sucks. Arsenal's is okay, but it's not special. Same with United. It's not bad, but it's not special. Last year's Madrid home's better than this year's. I agree with that. Like when it comes to the new Madrid kit, like the new, what's it called? Atlas 1 RSL nil. Well, there you go. I'm not too fond of the fact it just has black trim with a white shirt. Madrid had a good 3-season stretch of home kits. I loved the blue and orange kit, you know. Cross in, shot, saved by Samudio. I liked the blue and orange kit, the one they wore when they beat Liverpool in the Champions League final. I liked that one. I really liked that one. Even though I did say it reminded me, it felt like they ripped off Cincinnati like once. Like their 2019-20 kit, I think, away kit. Or 2020-2021 away kit, I think. Shot! And that's a goal! Alajuelense! 3-1! 3-1! And that's going to close it. Alajuelense! 3-1 lead. With 15 minutes to go. The champion's curse doesn't hit completely yet. They found a way to pop it in. Bravo Mosquera back in the starting 11. Hugo Juarez comes on, gets an assist, and gets a goal. Both goals in this second half have come off or been part of coming off his foot. Campos, or 2 assists actually. Campos pops it in. It was Campos again. Campos with his second goal. Campos with his second goal and Suarez with his second assist. Campos slides in and pops it in over Samudio. Just a little bit of a chip finds the back of the net. 3-1. 2 for Campos and 2 assists for 70th and 75th minute. 5 minutes later, and that's going to do it for Alajuelense. They're going to get the win tonight. Good. Yep, Capitals bought cap friendly, which I don't like that they did that. I find that sad, to be honest. Charles getting some rest. I don't like that they bought cap friendly. I don't understand why they did it. It doesn't really help them in any way, shape, or form, considering teams probably won't report to cap friendly now that the Capitals own it. Seems like they were making their cap decisions based off cap friendly, but I feel like they shot themselves in the foot by buying it. Once they realize that, they're going to have to use Puckpedia or whatever. I feel like they shot themselves in the foot. Besides, it's not like they're stopping people from seeing cap reports because, again, when it comes to hockey, you still have Puckpedia. Cap Friendly replaced a different site back in, the early mid 2010s. And then, of course, Puckpedia came out to replace Cap Friendly. So there's always going to be a site where people, the general public, could see cap projections and cap space for teams. So I don't understand why the Capitals went and did that. But, of course, I understand why the people at Cap Friendly went and took the deal because they got a lot of money. They can run on and freaking not have to worry about a thing anymore. So I get it in both ends. Or I get it on the Cap Friendly end. I don't get it on the Capitals end. But they probably understood it the same way I did. Shit ain't going to be the same since they bought it. Thoughts on the Fanatics jerseys? I mean, they look fine to me. Like, as far as I know, the hockey sweaters from Fanatics look pretty good to me. We'll find out how much worse, like how bad they truly are soon. But I don't hate the Fanatics jerseys. That they don't look bad to me. They look actually better than Adidas, in my book. From what I could tell, just from what my eyes see, it looks better. 78th minute. So far, at least. Who got the best jerseys? I mean, I like the Leafs jerseys, but Golden Knights, I think the Golden Knights have amazing jerseys. I think the Avs have amazing jerseys. Leafs. No, I won't go there. But it's one of the Knights, Avs, or Leafs in my book. The new Anaheim Ducks looks pretty awesome, too, I have to say. I agree with that. The orange Anaheim Ducks with the old logo, that looks good, too. So let's add that as well. I almost forgot. Torreal's off for Jonathan Moya. And Diego Campos is off for Parkins. With 11 minutes to go. Maratón make a sub as well. Thoughts on the WWE Man City collab kit. Didn't see it. I did not see it. 80th minute. Playing forward, 80th minute. Yeah, but the orange is even better. Yeah. I like the script Devils jersey, too. Like the script jersey, Devils jersey. I like that, too. But Survivor Series is going to be at Vancouver, Canada. Survivor Series is going to be in Vancouver, Canada in November. That's cool. I might go find that. I might go and try to find that. That's they may actually make me buy a Man City jersey. Oof, maron. Oof, maron. Nice. 81st minute. '82nd minute, 3-1, 3-1. BC plays hosting the WWE show. And that's Rogers Arena, where the Canucks play. We need City Edition jerseys in NHL, but make it every other season to keep designs fresh. I agree. Don't make the mistake Nike did with the NBA City jerseys. Yeah, because you know what? I got to say, there's some City jerseys that the Raptors have had that I wish stayed 2 years. Like the fact it's like every year sucks. And they stopped doing the earn jerseys. Like if you make the playoffs, you get an extra jersey like halfway through the year. Like the Raptors won the NBA title in that type of jersey. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of a line that I'm a little bit fond of, like the earned, because that's what they won the NBA title in, was their earned jersey for 2018-19 for making the playoffs in 18. And they won it in game 6 wearing that jersey. The North red jersey with the chevron, like the white chevron with the North on it. White chevron, red jersey. That was beautiful. Which is basically what their current jerseys are based off of, so it's not like they lost it. Of course, the Raptors jerseys now are based off that championship jersey, their whole jersey set, which makes sense. If they never win the title again, you still have that. If they win the title, they're going to win it again, most likely in a jersey that they won the first one in, but a full-time set. Similar. Which I get the smart play of that. It's like, I get it. It's like they had a chance to finally rebrand after a while, which I think the Raptors jerseys from 16 on, 15, 16 on were pretty bland comparatively to what they used to do. So even though these are more creative, but they're still a bit bland compared to the purple. But the Raptors look like they're going to bring back purple into their color scheme, even besides the 30th anniversary. Give me a purple and red chevron jersey. I swear I will buy that instantly. Purple and red chevron jersey. Oh, boy. Like, is there like third? And then, of course, the city and then the throwback. But seriously, I need the purple to stay. And I need a red and purple chevron third jersey. I need this. I need this. I'll buy a Scotty Barnes one instantly. Ariagazov for Aguilera for Marathon. Any jersey for any sport for free, what would you get? Well, I need a hockey sweater, and they're probably the most expensive. So a Leafs Max Domi sweater. The blue Max Domi Leafs hockey sweater, because seriously, like even the freaking replicas are expensive. Yeah, that's the Huskies. The Toronto Huskies era jersey. 86, but I do like that era. Now, is it the one that's more like Comic Sans, or is it the blue base with like the block Toronto lettering? Like that had that big fight where like DeRozan and Ibaka or whatever got into a big fight. Yeah, that game. Man, I liked that blue Toronto Huskies jersey they had of 17, 18. Like the last year it was Adidas. That was nice. I should have bought that one, but it was hard to find. Besides, I'm also, when it comes to basketball jerseys, I still got to get like the youth large instead of the adult small. Because it's not really the length of the jersey. It's really the armholes. You know, like the armholes are just, on the adult small, are just way too big. Like the length of a youth large and adult small is not really that different. It's the armholes that make me have to buy youth basketball jerseys, because I'm just short enough to wear. I normally wear an adult small and everything else. And I think it's different with hockey sweaters as well, because like the sleeves are a bit smaller. I think it is youth large and hockey sweaters as well, because we checked, but I think it's because of the sleeves instead of adult small. Yeah, those MLB jerseys are horrible. I still want the Toronto Blue Jays City Connect, though. I need that. If Joey Votto gets on the team at some point this year, I'll end up buying a Joey Votto City Connect. If Vladdy resigns, I'll buy a Vladdy white jersey, and then they'll be good. We'll be good there. '88th minute. Always been a fan of Joey Votto. All right. But yeah, they took a lot more time on the hockey jerseys, but I think they have to be more effort. There has to be more effort for a hockey jersey and more heft to it, I think. just because of the way the sport plays. I think they had to put effort into it. But it looks good to me. I think they're better than the Adidas ones from what I saw. The close-ups, so. Damn, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah, the fight strap at the back, I know. $250. Yeah, authentics are crazy, but even replicas are a little bit too much, especially since Adidas took over. Now, Fanatics replicas were lower, but those Fanatics, now the problem with that is those Fanatics replicas that were made off Adidas were questionable. I think they've done better on their own end, but now that their replicas are just their replicas, I'm sure that lower price point's going to be raised up a little bit. So we'll find out, though. 89th minute. But 89th minute, getting to the 90th. Four minutes of stoppage time for this game between Alajuelense and Marathon. Still 3-1, 3-1. One minute down, 3 to go. Nice. No. I'm not a fan of Will Ospreay or AEW, so. There it is. 1 minute down, 3 to go. Less than 3 to go, actually, getting closer to 2. Save, that's going to go out for a goal kick. Two minutes down, 2 to go. 3-1. $217. That is a pretty cool jersey. I don't want to admit it, but it's pretty cool. Playing forward, 3 minutes down. 1 to go. Three minutes. That may be a Drake May red jersey. Pantoja versus Arnett Gardens and Grenades FC versus Dunblock, who's going to the field to the final of the first ever CFU Shield, and also who's going to the Caribbean Cup. So Grenades or Dumb Block will be going to the Caribbean Cup, and Pantoja or Arnett Gardens will be going. Pantoja will be back in the tournament if they win. Ten seconds. 3-1, 3-1 in about 5 minutes. Just jump over. 4th minute, full time. 3-1, 3-1, Alajuelense. Ganar Marathon. Alajuelense beat Marathon on the first night of Central American Cup for their first match. Looked shaky a bit there, but they got it done. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification on subscribe. Send stats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share for friends and family. All that great stuff. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes for Olympia versus Independiente live. Then we'll review that game once it's over. So I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.